Ooh, spooky dooky looky booky dooky dooky ooh, day here. I'm cruise control.
It's Devil's Night, fuckers.
Yes. Spread them cheeks. It's the Halloween week.
Yeah, bitches. And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And this is the Nothing Fucking Sacred show, and I ain't doing a jack shit for Halloween.
Are you gonna introduce yourself, man?
I did. I already said I'm cruise control. You didn't hear me
that
because
was
you were
okay,
doing
yeah,
your
never
rookie
mind, man. I
dookie
was
shit
in
over
my
me,
own
man. We're losing our
In my
touch,
own
bro.
zone.
We're losing our fucking touch. We're not doing this enough, man. We're losing our chemistry, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. We gotta get back into
We're not
this.
real friends, dude.
Yeah, I
You're not
know.
my
We're
friend, dude.
losing touch on what's important.
Yeah, you're not losing touch with what's important. That is very true, and sometimes you have to be brought back to that, and we are, and this is the fucking 30th of fucking October. Tomorrow is Halloween, so happy Halloween to all those people who give a fuck. Unlike me at the moment, I don't really fucking care.
Actually, it's technically Devil's Night, man. The night before Halloween is Devil's Night.
Oh yes, and we're two white devils on the fucking
exactly
on our show. So
Speaking-
it's Devil Night.
Speaking of white devils, dude, I do have an update from the Rum Runner, dude.
Oh really? An update because of from being a
Being a white devil.
Being a white devil, the two people who almost fought you down, almost threw down with you.
Yeah, exactly. It was gonna restore justice.
Let me guess what happened here. You guys
Okay.
talked, you had some beers, and you realized that you guys weren't as different as you thought you were.
Well, not that close.
Oh,
not like that.
But it was close. It was you guys got in touch with each other, man.
Well, this was what was weird, because I was sitting over there, I was bullshitting with Chino, and then the guy comes over, and see, that's the thing. I've seen him in there several times,
Yeah.
but I never, I steer clear of him. I'm like, okay, I don't want any trouble with this guy, and so he comes over to say goodbye to Chino, and then he kind of he touches me on the shoulder, and he's like, hey, bro. I don't know if you remember, but we kind of clashed in here one night, man. We had a little situation, man, where it got a little heated, and I kind of said some things to you that I shouldn't have. And I was like, yeah, dude, you threatened to punch me in the face. He's like, well, let me just let you know, man, I would never hurt you, man. I wouldn't hurt you.
Aww.
And he was like, he basically said
that must have made you almost like, thank you. Like,
yeah,
make me feel like a man. I would never hurt you.
You're too vulnerable. Yeah, it was almost like that, you know, like, and he goes, even though we got different views, man, and I said, oh yeah, you know what, man, it's cool, dude. Don't worry about it, man. I'm good. So at least there's no more beef, man. Like, I don't go in there and hear his voice and go, ah, shit, let me steer clear of this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, having said that, I would have never reached out to him.
Fuck no, you have no right to. He had to apologize to you. You threatened violence on you, dude, just because you had a different opinion. And it wasn't even an opinion you had actually expressed in any way that he thought you were. It wasn't your opinion.
No.
He was just a dick. He's just a dickhead, and even that response is like, oh, it just makes me go.
Right, like, you're an asshole. You're still an asshole.
But thank God we don't have to worry about this tension anymore. That's a good thing. Thank you for that, at least. Asshole. Right. Now don't talk to me again, because now hopefully
and we can be civil to each other. Like, hey, how you doing? But I'm not gonna hang out with the guy.
Hopefully, fucking doesn't try to Apollo Creed your ass. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Right, Rocky and Apollo Creed we're enemies, man. And then all of a sudden Rocky 3 comes around, and now
and they're buds now.
Man, we were enemies, man, but now we're buds. Hey, he sits down next to you, starts talking. You're like, oh no.
No, I'm not gonna let that happen, man.
I don't know, man. How are you going to stop him from sitting next to you? You're just going to say,
he sits next to me, But I guess the thing is, it's like, okay, cool, dude, whatever. It's like a neutral thing. Like somebody once said, man, the opposite of love is not hate, but it's indifference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even give a shit, dude. You want to sit next to me? You want to, ask me some questions? Whatever, dude.
Yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'll bide my time with you. Maybe you'll be more fodder on my fucking once a month fucking.
Right. I'll have more info for everybody out there.
Everybody out there who wants to know the run runner deets. What's going on with the runner, man? Did you take our? So let's start.
You want to jump into G Motors?
Well,
all
I
right.
don't know what else. I mean, that was the. I heard that was the main thrust of G Motors.
That was the meat of it. The G Motors thing, it was interesting, dude, because I was very concerned. because you've heard me complain in the past that now that he's down in Mississippi, he texts me all the time, has stupid shit to say and to tell me, and like, hey man, Cops is on WGN.
Well, and he just says very talkative, because he might be. I don't know if he may listen to our show, man. Maybe at some point.
Yeah, he may. I don't know though, man. He doesn't seem very
into that kind of shit. But whatever.
Yeah.
So anyways, keep going.
So anyway, I was very concerned, man. And as a matter of fact, I think I was joking with somebody the night that he was coming. And I told him, I said, I've only got 4 hours till incarceration or some shit like that. And so I'm going, oh, man, this is going to be a butt fuck. But, dude, actually, he showed up. He actually got here really late. So I texted him and said, hey, man, I'm going to be going to bed, but I'll leave the door unlocked for you. I'll leave a key on the table for you so you have your key to go in and out and shit like that.
It was like, what day did he come in? Like on a Friday?
It was no, it was a Wednesday, dude.
Oh, boy, yeah.
So I had to work.
Yeah.
So anyway, he finally got here, like midnight or something. Of course, I was sleeping, but I heard him come in. And then I got up the next morning, and he said something to me while I was eating my breakfast or whatever. And so we're kind of talking and bullshitting a little bit. So long story short, he was dude, I thought he was going to be up my ass, dude, texting me all the time when I was at work and, just being needy as shit. And actually, he was very good, but I think I know why. Because this is his home. So here it is. He's actually back home where he feels comfortable and content.
Yeah.
And he's got stuff to do rather than sitting down there in Shitkicker, Mississippi, not having anything happen and just going, well, going to watch the gators chase the snails.
So, I mean, there's stuff going on, but it's not a city. Like, he can't go to the fucking. Well, he can go to. I guess he can go to certain places, but you're there. His friends are there.
Right.
So he was cool, and so that was the first. That's interesting. Interesting idea that he felt comfortable. So he wasn't up your ass.
Not at all. I mean, once in a while when I was home or whatever. But even when I'd go in, I'd say like, "Hey, man, I got to go work out." So he'd be like, "All right." So then he just would sit out there and watch TV, and I'd turn on my music and come in here and close the door, and then get on the treadmill for 30 minutes and do my thing. And he was good.
That's cool, man. So did it feel any? Because it's been a couple years since you hung out, actually. So.
It has been, and you know what? I'll tell you, it wasn't anything different, really.
Same old shit, just you guys bullshitting and hanging out and hanging on Saturday night, and just did you take him to the runner? Did you show him?
I did. Yeah, I took him twice.
Oh, really?
I took him twice, and then I went with him the Saturday night, that he was here, and there was where he used to work, his old clinic and shit. They had like a reunion party over at Fridays. So I didn't know anybody, but I was like, fuck it. I went with them, and, we had a good time, and, I got to, meet some of his, old school coworkers and shit.
Same old G Motors, huh? Just rolling along, just doing his shit.
B&G Motors, yeah, just doing his deal. There were a few little irky moments, but I mean, nothing.
Nothing. You thought you were going to be like, oh man, this is going to be, because, he was there for a long period of time, so.
Yeah, well, he was here 9 days.
Yeah. Yep. But it didn't. It wasn't like, oh, this is awful at the end. Like you were like, oh man, that was cool. That was.
No, as a matter of fact, I kind of got that little like the night last Friday night when he was leaving. I kind of got that little sad, shit.
Yeah. Because like, man, think about how long he rolled with us, and I bet he's gonna go back there and go. Maybe I don't think so.
Maybe you think this was a chink in the armor.
I would hope at some point he would just decide. You know what? But then again, his mom's getting older, and she probably does need, and he does help her a lot, I'm sure.
I think the sister's more. I mean, no offense to G Motors, but I mean, how good of a caregiver, you know what I'm saying?
Well, just hey, lift this do the stuff, the stuff that get this.
Oh, that she can't do anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Help him out, and he fills out, but. It's just interesting that I get to see that feel because
we did have a talk one night at the runner, man, where I said, hey, dude, I can tell you're not happy down there, and you seem a lot happier back here, and I can just tell him the 2 days you've been here, and you're right, he pretty much opened up and said, yeah, I hate it down there. I hate it. There's nothing to do. He's like, everything's 30 minutes away, and but the one thing, because I think I told you he bought that '92 Camaro.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, dude, why don't you sell that car because money is always his big excuse. Oh, I can't do this because I don't have the money.
Yeah.
So I said, well, why don't you sell that Camaro, and then, dude, you'll have some money and you can move out here. And he goes, I'm not selling that car. It's a classic car, man. What are you, crazy? And I'm like, fuck, dude. He's still on the fucking.
Well, that's it, man. That's classic. That's classic shine, bro.
Yeah. That's gonna say that.
I mean,
that's funny as fuck, dude. I forgot about that.
I mean, so that's classic shine. So that's what he does. He loves cars, and that's his thing. So I was like, I'm not selling that. Just fucking drive it out here, then, man.
Yeah. Well, God, dude, the thing doesn't have air conditioning, from what he said.
Oh.
It's just kind of an old beater. Well, okay, to him, it's probably a classic car or whatever, but I would think a classic car would be, and I don't know shit about cars, but I would say like a 1960 something.
Well, no, not anymore, dude. Think about it. That's 25 years ago, man. That car was made.
True. Well, maybe so.
Come on,
maybe
in
that is
87. You go a classic 1960 Cadillac. You wouldn't go a classic 1935 Cadillac. You're like, oh, man, that's old.
Right.
It's old enough to still look cool, but not old enough to be like, oh wow, that's on fucking, it's running on Steam or whatever.
I don't know though, man. There's some novelty ass cars that people fix up, and they're like 68 this and 74 that.
Yeah.
And, so but again, I don't take it from me. I'm no authority, but I just thought, well, damn, dude. I mean, how important is this shit to you? What about your happiness? Isn't that a little more important?
Yeah, well, I mean, if he could, man, that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. And also, man, it's that time of year where Vegas starts getting really, it's like probably beautiful out there.
Oh, it's great. I got my windows open right now.
But that's what I'm saying. He's like, oh my god, there's no fucking like swamp fucking butt like right now.
No mosquitoes. And
yeah, and he's probably like, man, the weather's just perfect. The Vegas flat Vegas. He knows Vegas. He's like, let's go to Decatur. You guys probably went all over the old haunts. You guys hit the wieners, the snits.
That's one place we did not.
How did you not hit the snits, man?
And he talked about that as he was leaving. He was like, fuck, man, we didn't get to go to Wiener Schnitzel this time around.
How did you not get to go? You got fucking 9 days.
You know what? I kept him so busy with all kinds of other shit, dude. Like, let's see, the first night he was here, where the fuck did we go? Oh, I took him to Chiba Hut, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to take him to Chiba Hut. I was like, dude, I got to show you Chiba Hut.
Did you have the 5.0? That's the best.
I had
5.0
the red Jamaican. Or the Jamaican red, or whatever that's called.
No,
that's the
spicy. Yeah.
Spicy chicken coupons.
And he probably liked it, I'm sure.
Well, he had something else. I think he had the White Widow or something
it's probably
like that.
Yeah, the ranch one with the chicken ranch. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he had. Mm-hmm. And then we went by my old house because I wanted to show it to him, how it looked now. And we just drove around, man, just driving around the neighborhood. And he was telling me,
rented a car, so.
What's that?
Obviously, he rented a car for the week.
Yeah. He got to rent a car, so that was his thing, so we could ride around, and he was kind of telling me how things look now, and oh man, so and so's house looks like shit, and they didn't do anything to it, and
that's funny, man. And then that's cool. So you guys just did a lot of cool shit. That's pretty sweet. Now, what was I gonna say, man?
Although I do have I have a funny story and I have a fucked up story that also have to do with him.
Oh.
Nothing. The fucked up thing isn't bad. It's just something that he noticed and kind of led up to something. So I don't know which one you want to hear first.
Whichever one you want to. If you're willing to share, whatever you're willing to share.
The fucked up story is so one night, I don't know what the fuck. I think he was talking to me. I was in my bathroom or something, and he looked in my tub and he goes, "Holy shit, dude! You got black mold in your tub."
Oh.
And I'm like, black mold? And I'm going, nah, dude. I was like, if it was black mold, I'd have been sick. And he was like, I don't know, man, but it sure looks like black mold to me. He's like, I'll try to see if I can, it was kind of a project for him too, man. Like get some soap bubbles and try to see if he could clean that shit up. Well, he said some of it came up, but it really wasn't coming up very well. And he said, you might want to talk to your cleaning lady about it. And I said, okay, I will. So the day after he was here, she came to clean, right? I got a new cleaning lady now because my old one's dead. And, so she's back there cleaning, in my bathroom, and I went back and I said, hey, look, I said, there's some stuff in my tub that my friend tells me is black mold. Is that black mold? And she kind of got quiet, and she goes, well, yeah, it's mold, but I'm trying to clean it right now, but, I took pictures of it when I first got here, when I first started working for you, and I'm like thinking, but you didn't fucking tell me it was back there?
Why would you not why would you not clean it up?
Well, it can't be clean, dude. That's the kind of shit that, you actually need and that's what I had my handyman, because I had to flex out yesterday. So I called him Sunday, and I was like, hey, man, I think I have something. I think I have black mold in my tub. Can you come over and look at it?
And black mold is just bad shit, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's supposedly you get sick. Although he had an interesting theory, because I said, well, if it's black mold, then why am I not sick? And he goes, you know what, man? He says, I think a lot of that's psychological. Like when people know there's mold, it's the common thought that, oh, if there's mold, you'll be sick, where I never even knew I had it because not seeing it. So I was just like, oh, fuck.
That's not that. Then your cleaning lady was like, "Oh,
yeah." She was totally stupid about it. And I guess that leads me to my dilemma here. I like her and everything, and she's a nice person. But if she's, lying about shit like that, or trying to, cover her ass or whatever,
well, why wouldn't she just tell you and say, you got this mold you need to look into?
Well, and not only that, dude, but if she's back there cleaning, she runs the risk of, if really it makes you sick, she runs the risk of getting herself sick. And she also, could alleviate all her responsibility right then and there if she would have told me in the beginning and said, hey, look, you got mold in your tub, and until you do something about that, I'm not touching it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, then I can say, oh, fuck, okay, we got to handle this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, so my handyman comes over. I'll never forget his reaction either, dude. He walks in, turns on the light, pulls back the curtain, and goes, oh, fuck. And I'm like, oh, shit. He's like, yeah, dude, it's mold. And I'm like, oh, well, how do we get rid of it? He's like, don't worry, I got some mold killer. I got a tool. So, dude, we pretty much spent all day yesterday. Well, I can't say we. I just kind of was hanging out here. But anyway, he spent all day yesterday pretty much.
Was that bad?
Oh, yeah, dude. Scraping and
how do you how do you not tell someone if it's that bad?
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Why the fuck, I mean, how do you do, and this is the thing, dude, because I had her working, my other friend Steve, who's also blind, I guess he had a sighted friend come over, and because she was doing his house too, and the friend comes over and goes, hey, when was this clean last? And he was like, well, the cleaning lady was just here. And the person was like, well, it doesn't look like it. And then I guess his bathroom too was pretty nasty.
Well, then you need to get, she's playing off you, dude. I don't know who she is, but
she's a friend of a friend.
I would just tell her, hey, I'm sorry, but I had to spend all this time. If you could have told me, it would have been a lot less expensive too, because it could have spread like by the time she.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, from what he said, it was all over the inside, like the walls of the tub, and it was up on the tile, like the little tile shelf that's behind the, where I put my razors.
Yeah,
I'd
ditch her. I'd say, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to part ways and find somebody else. I know you don't want to do that because you don't want to. Oh, I need to find another cleaning person or whatever. But dude, come on, man, she's not cleaning two people's houses.
Yeah.
If it was just you. Then I'd be like, even if it was just you, I'd be like, come on, how do you not tell if it's all over the sides of my tub? How do you not, that you're a cleaning lady? Well,
and how do you minimize it?
That'd be like, dude, if you took a shit in your tub and just as a test, and she came over and cleaned around the shit.
Yeah.
Is there any difference?
There is no difference.
There is no difference. And then he goes, and then she says a friend came over to his house and told him that that he's like, dude, this isn't clean.
Well, he let her go, but he did it in a nice way.
Well, and you need to as well, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, come on. Don't be just because it's about being nice, dude. She's not cleaning your fucking bathroom,
right? And I'm paying
either
her,
she's not cleaning that, or she's not telling you about it, which is worse. Both, they're both bad. Right. Yeah, fuck that bitch. I don't care how nice. She doesn't seem that nice. She's hiding shit and not cleaning when you. And it's doubly. I mean, this is not like you're blind, but you can't tell if things are clean.
Well, so that's it.
She's either lying to you and not doing shit and just kind of chilling, like, oh, I can just fucking just wipe this down and they're never gonna notice, or she's incompetent.
Yeah,
I think this is the first. I think
it's the first because when I mentioned it, she got real quiet, dude.
Like, how do you not like? Why would you not know? Like, first of all, why would you not tell someone if they don't know? She knows you don't know.
Right, exactly.
Or even if she didn't know you didn't know, she's like, I better fucking just mention. She said, you got some bad mold in here.
Right,
and it had to have been there for a while.
This isn't like, with Dottie and the bed bugs back in the day, I could, chalk that up to, well, maybe she's getting older, she doesn't know what to look for. But this was a pretty clear-cut case of, you know what the fuck is there, man.
Or if you don't, then you go, what? There's something on your fucking. I tried getting it off, but it's not coming out. So
Right.
We need to
do something different here.
Different here, yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get
so
out of that fucking shit right there.
That's the dealio with that, man. That's
my advice, at least, and I'm sure Steve would say the same thing.
Well, and that's
embarrassing. Someone comes over your house and they say, "Oh man, this isn't clean,"
Yeah, well, exactly. That's why he made up.
Well,
a
it's
story
embarrassing for G Motors too. You're like, oh, he's like, holy shit.
Yeah, then I look
dude.
like a dumbass, Like,
I
got mold in my tub. Yeah, I know.
Exactly, and that's nothing. You should never have to deal with that, or you should have just said, "Oh well, I didn't realize it was there," and then go,
Right.
After someone tells you discreetly, and then you have someone clean up before you have someone come and visit. That's another thing. You had someone visiting. So that's even a double, triple whammy, because that's like, dude, what if you had to use that bathroom?
Well, yeah, what if I was nice and I said, hey, dude, you can have my bedroom and you can use my shower and all this shit, and then he gets sick.
Or just looks at it and goes, I'm not using that shower. And you're like, oh, this is what he's not the type to do that, like, but, because he knows. So anyways, it would definitely need to be cleaned up, right?
Yep, and it's been, what, I even had my handyman after he was finished with everything he did back there, because he had to go fix some of the grout in the tile too, because when he was scraping, it scraped some of that.
Yeah.
And some of the tiles were coming loose and all that shit. So anyway, after he was all done, I said, hey, can you do me a favor? Well, actually, he suggested it. He was like, hey, let me take pictures of this. And he was like, is there somebody, because he knows G Motors, actually. That's how I met him, was through G Motors.
Okay.
So I said, well, can you send those pictures to G Motors? And he can tell me if it was good or not. And he goes, yeah, no problem. So anyway, he sent the pictures. G Motors texted me last night, and he's like, oh my God, the tub is like night and day, man. Looks totally different now. He's like, the only thing is, he's like, there's, some dirt in there that your cleaning lady's going to have to clean up, And he's like, but that's it. He's like, everything looks much better.
He's not going to clean up the dirt in there that he made, but still, a new cleaning lady or something, you figure it out. Go to a service if you need to.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'm going to do some digging here.
Investigation. So that's the fucked up thing. So
that was the fucked up story. Now, here's the funny story that happened at G Motors and I. So we went over to Checkers, man. You remember what used to be Rallies?
Oh, you went to because you've gone there a couple times, right?
Yeah. Well, back when he was living here, they kind of actually just right about the time he was going to be leaving.
I told you about that I was back. I was like, dude, Checkers, it's like Rallies. It's pretty good. I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was either you or him, one of you guys. Well, you were already gone, dude, so I don't know.
No, Checkers came after he left, didn't it?
No, because he's the one that took me to it. He was like, hey, dude, we got to try Checkers, man. They got the banana shakes like Rallies does.
Okay, so you went to Checkers. Okay,
so we went to the Checkers, which is over on there's one on Boulder High and DI.
Oh, not the one on Trop and Jones, the one that I've got to. Okay.
No, this is the Boulder Highway and DI one. And so it's the way it's set up is kind of like the classic, 50s McDonald's, like how that used to be up over here.
Yeah.
And so you walk up to the window, you order your food and shit, and then there's benches outside where you can sit and eat your food.
Yeah.
So we're sitting out there eating our lunch, and some lady comes running up, and she goes, hey, do either of you have a phone? And we're going, what the fuck? And now let me just tell you that this woman sounded black, and her son sounded black. But here's what was crazy, because she goes, she says, we go, well, what do you need it for? She's like, I need to call the police. My son's abusing me. And we're going, huh? And so then he's standing behind her, and he's going, no, I'm not. She's fucking with me, and she's doing this and doing that.
I would be like, I ain't giving you shit.
So G Motors and I both go, sorry, we don't want to be involved in this, And so then the son says, and G Motors missed this, but when I said something to him, because the kid, as he's walking away, says, well, that's okay. We don't like white people anyway. And he starts walking away. So with the mom, and they're still arguing. So then I said to G Motors, well, if he doesn't like white people, why did he come over and ask for our phones? And he goes, what? And I'm like, yeah. Did you hear him say he didn't like white people? And he goes, he's white, dude. And I'm like, huh? And he goes, yeah. And the mom is like Hispanic looking or something.
maybe he's Hispanic or something.
Well, he might be. He could be mixed, Hispanic and white.
So they were abusing, and they walked away together?
Yeah, they walked away together, still arguing as they walked away. And
Dude, why would anybody get involved with that shit? People would do. People are like, I'll get you. What do you do, ma'am? What is he doing? Oh my goodness. Oh.
yeah, well, especially being that he was standing right there, dude. There's no fucking way.
Then it's coming up into strangers and fucking while they're eating. And you're like, dude, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to deal with your stupid shit.
Exactly. Well, now, okay, now if there's somebody who was genuinely in distress,
like,
you know what I'm
saying? But he's standing there going, no, I'm not. Yes, you
yeah,
are.
The fact he's there with her, I'm like, what the fuck?
And
what is this shit?
Me. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. See, he's abusing me.
Yep, that's just what it was, too. And they start walking away, and then I guess the mom went one way. Then the kid went the other way, and he comes back across the street, and now he's fighting with this black dude. And he's threatening him. He's like, yo, you see me again, bitch. You see me again. And at one point he was like, hey, you pulled your weapon on me. You pulled your weapon on me. And I'm like, hey, G Motors, when he said pull your weapon, what do they got? I want to make sure there's no guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that shit to be happening while we're eating.
And especially ruin your food. You're like, oh, this is a good burger. And like, oh, now I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, fuck. Yeah, so that was kind of and eventually they took their fight over to the Walgreens or where the fuck they were going.
Dude, it's just people have, there's no boundaries in some ways. Like, it's like people will yell on the phone like in public now and argue like in front of you.
Oh yeah, you hear everything, dude.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Fuck you, why are you fucking talking? Like, you're a bastard, fuck you. And I was like, dude, this is a public place.
Right, and they'll have the person on speaker.
Yeah. And you can hear them
like,
fucking,
what the
fuck?
fuck?
It got so annoying when people are on their phones like that, dude.
Oh yeah.
I can't. That's why I don't do it. Some people, some of my friends like to talk while they're doing shit, like in the store and stuff like that.
Man.
I'm like, no.
I'll always tell people, wait till can I call you when I get home?
I'll call you when I get home. Or yeah, I'm going to the store. Well, you can talk to me on the way to. I could talk to you on the way while I'm walking. But when I'm in the store, I'm in the store. I'm shopping. I'm not talking on the phone.
Yeah. Well, even like on the bus, dude, I hate when people call me when I'm on paratransit.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, I'll either not answer it, or if it is somebody, I might take it and be like, hey, dude. Let me hit you back when I get home.
Yeah.
You know.
Because loud, you don't want to talk. You don't want anybody else hearing your conversations. You used to fucking talk on that shit all the time, though.
No, no more, man. I mean, well, that was different. That was when I was, with somebody and I was stupid. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care. I'll talk to you to the end. You don't want me to talk? Well, you don't understand. Love.
Yeah, that dumb shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so
every time I can get, I'll talk to her while I'm fucking shitting, while I'm in the public toilet.
I'll talk to you while I'm puking. I'll be like, so anyway, honey, how was your day?
No, I'm not puking because I'm nervous. I love you. Don't you love me? You love me, right? You love me. No.
Yeah, bitch.
Anyway,
I love you.
So that's funny, man. So you had this public outburst, and you're like, dude, leave us. Yeah, and you're like,
yeah. Well, we both said we don't want to be involved.
Hell no.
Sorry. Yeah,
like, oh, sorry, and I that's the Jeff Serious, like, no bullshit voice. I can tell exactly how he said, sorry, we don't want to get involved.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Short,
like, I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah. So that's cool. So you hit that. You hit Checkers, but not.
Wiener Schnitzel.
You had to take him to the taco, because he wouldn't have had that. You had the Del.
You know what though, man? I tried to limit my bad food intake, though, man.
What'd you do? Cook at home or some shit?
You know what? One night I did cook for him.
Oh shit!
Yeah, one night I did baked chicken with barbecue sauce.
Oh.
And then I did the vegetables. I did the frozen where you put them in the microwave and nuke them for like 5 minutes and then dump on a plate.
Yeah.
You know?
And he's like, "Oh, this is fantastic. You're a."
I don't think he liked it too much.
Probably
dude.
not.
I don't think he liked it too much. No, I don't think
he's
I'm
like,
a bad
I'll be back
cook.
in a minute. I'm gonna go for a walk. He goes to McDonald's or Carl's.
No, he ate all the food, but I could just kind of tell that he was like, he didn't really. He wasn't too juiced about it. It was
of course
okay, you're my friend. I'll eat your food.
Eat your food. Yeah.
It's funny though, because I like what I make, but who knows? Other people may not.
But you like to heat frozen TV dinners without actually following the directions.
Well, okay, no, but don't forget I'm cooking shit now, dude. So I know how long to cook, say, chicken.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like before, you used to be like, I don't care. I'll put the whole Salisbury steak meal here, not peel off the thing like it says, not turn the thing around, just nuke it for 12 minutes.
Well, but that was only me eating it, so I didn't care.
Well, that's the thing. You have no standards, like.
Well, that might be true.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you might be. This is great. You're like, yeah, but dude, you ate fucking meatballs out of the bag, dude, and just like threw them in a fucking.
Yeah, that is true, man. I'll give that one to you, dude. My standards are kind of like, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know, because I've cooked for a select few people.
you thought CC's Pizza was absolutely amazing, and if I go there again, I'd be like, oh, this is terrible.
Oh, well, last time Kraken and I went, dude, we were shitting our brains out, dude. I remember we didn't even get into our office, and I was like, dude, I gotta fucking use the bathroom.
Yeah, it was awful, wasn't it? You're like, oh, we're not going there again.
Yeah,
But
no,
you used to be
and
like,
we made a vow,
man,
to never go there.
You
and
guys
we
are
stuck
like,
to it.
and you guys are like before, we go there all the time. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I was loving it, dude.
Yeah.
It was the shit.
you're evolving now. That's crazy.
I'm
Life
starting to get somewhat
So
civilized.
it went there. So what's the moral of that? Is that maybe you underestimated his maturity level?
Maybe so.
In
Well,
love.
you know, I mean, you got to understand, dude. I'm going on what I used to see.
What you also with the texting and stuff, because he's bored
Yeah,
out of his mind. But he's probably like just even just sitting around, not having to worry about being in a because he's living in a packed house, right? There's like 6 people.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking. He's got his.
So he probably didn't even want you around. He's like, man, this is great. I can just sit here all day and watch TV on, with my direct TV here and just.
Well, that's it. Every time
chill.
I'd come home, he was watching some shit, you know.
Oh,
So.
yeah, you just chilling, man.
Yep.
Like, this is great. And then you come home, and then you guys would go out and do stuff. Plus, it's probably nice just to have a ride every night to go out and do shit.
Oh yeah,
Get
and then
stuff done.
two, we went. What was it? Let's see. Tuesday we went to dinner with my dad and stepmom, and then Wednesday I don't remember what the fuck. Oh, I had to work, so I got home a little later.
Did you guys have a Saturday night reunion with the hen dog and?
Actually, you know what? Oh, we did hen dog. Oh, my bad. We did him last Monday night.
Oh, okay.
So he came over and we all went to eat, and then after that went to Walmart, bought a new microwave, man. My microwave was getting old.
Oh, wow, man. New microwave, man. It's excitement.
Something new. Well, one more new fucking
That's
thing.
cool. Yeah, new thing. So, yeah, this year is see, I don't know. This has been a weird year, man, so far. So, just because I think you gotten through, so you had a great experience with that. There's nothing negative about that.
Nope.
Not really. I mean, there's a couple little things that probably niggled you, but after 9 days, you're like, all right, I'm ready. But you're also like, man, this is.
We had fun.
You want him to
like,
be back.
when
You
people ask
you
me,
want him
was
to be
it cool?
back there. That's why you're like, man, he needs to come back here.
Right. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, say next year or something if he wants to come back.
Like the difference between him and me is just completely different. Like I found my place here. I know I'm never going back there. But he knows.
Right.
His place is Vegas.
Well, he was drugged there, kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
He didn't want to leave. You wanted to leave.
Yeah, and you have to drag me out of here kicking and screaming now. So because I'm where I want to be right now, and that's the thing. But he wanted to, he needs to be there, and so maybe this will kind of make him go, you know what, I need to figure something out finally for myself, because it's always been about, well, my mom and everything, but dude, it's also about you, man. You gotta, you only got one of these things, right? One of these lives.
Well, I almost think, I think he'd be better off living out here, because at least, he can,
The scary part is
what,
he's
man?
never, living alone is a big deal. Well, if you've never
I
done it
know,
before.
but once you do it, god damn, dude.
But I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't. Some people just don't have that
Ability?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. But maybe, if there's a way he could, But
Well, you know what? And my brother's that way. He doesn't like to live alone.
Yeah.
So, it's possible. He may be so used to living with people all his life that now all of a sudden it's like, oh, shit, I'm in my own house alone?
Mm-hmm.
This is fucking scary, So,
see,
maybe it's...
And
it's
there's no one around here to just talk to or be reassured by. I think a lot of people are like that. My brothers are like that, I think, a bit. They're used to it.
Fuck, not me,
fuck
man.
me,
I
no.
love living alone, dude.
I'm completely good, man.
The only way I would get a roommate is if, some extenuating circumstance happened, man.
Yeah, I almost thought you were going to have a conversation like, yeah, man, he's going to move out here, man. He's moving in with me. We're going to have fun.
We're going to be roommates.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other scary thing. I'm kind of like, oh, shit, dude. If he moves out here, I hope he doesn't want to be roommates.
Yeah, because you're like, no. Because there's something about it that's just liberating. Is you just shut out the world. You close that door, and you just don't have to deal with anybody else. You're in your own confined space. It's all you.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, fuck, dude. This is the way.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
me.
That's kind of the way I feel right now. Like I said, things are clicking in. I'm chilling out. I got just like things are just. This beginning of the year was really shit. Honestly, the first 4 or 5 months were just really depressing and just kind of. And then over the summer, things just switched around, man. Got a little progress on the Zoomer. Zoomer is the name of our band.
Okay.
Zumur. Keep a lookout for it. The first song, Sign of Life, is just about done. We just finished up the last of the chorus guitars. and we'll be playing it for you all soon. So that's coming.
Oh, nice. Okay, because somebody else was asking me about that, dude. They were like, "What's up with his music?" And I was like,
"Oh, really? Someone else who listened?"
Yeah, somebody else listened to the show who you know, who I know.
Oh, cool.
You know, it was, well, I could just say, dude, it was on, dude.
Oh, sweet. Well, I will definitely let you know. It will be posted here, and be posted on. We're gonna get a YouTube channel going on for it.
Nice.
Then I'm working on the other thing as well, which is an improv musical thing called Earthling, and
so that's a separate thing.
That's a separate thing.
Zoomer's more serious. Well, I don't want. I shouldn't say more serious.
No,
but
it's
written
not.
Lyrics.
It's written lyrics with a collaboration between my buddy and his brother, both my buddies, basically. People I've known for like 35 years.
Nice.
Of course, you know who I'm talking about. The resort owners, and
the resort man. Yes,
the resort man. And then Shane and Chris, and then the other one is just with Christian, and we're doing improv. We've got 20 songs. I can't explain. I'll just keep it to myself at this point. Let's say Earthling is gonna be a very interesting musical improv project.
Are you going to release anything from that, or
it's
is
going
it
to
just
be? We might have some YouTube videos, but it's going to be us actually performing. That's an audience thing. So.
Okay, so it's not like in studio stuff or anything.
No,
it's all.
No,
oh, okay.
But I'll keep everybody up to date on what's going on with those two projects. But Zoomer is very, very close to being done with the first song. We got a second one coming up as well. We worked on that over the weekend. So it's like shit just kind of switched over where this end of the year is just cruising into kick ass. I'm like you said, new. This is your year of new, right? That was your.
Well,
thing.
it's been a year of change, of loss but gain too, because in a lot of the shit that I've lost, I've actually gotten new stuff from. So it's not like I just lost shit and been like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
You know. So I guess I got to look at it that way. But I'm kind of like, hey man, I'd like the change to stop. I kind of like what I got now. Let's chill. You know.
Well, that's good luck for that, man, because it's always a constant. Change is the constant, man.
Well, yeah, but if change would just chill a little bit.
If change would just chill.
If change would chill a little bit, I'd be happy with it.
Well, actually, change can work both, because things have been changing for me in a good way. So I'm actually not. I don't care what. I'd like them to chill right now too, as well. You know why? When things are good, you're like, okay, now things are fine. They're really good. So the next you're waiting for that other shoe to drop. You know.
Right. Like everything's an even keel now. Let's just chill. Let's just ride, and we're gonna be happy.
Exactly, man.
You know. So, but one other thing, dude, are you guys having elections right now? Like local elections?
Oh, boy. Everywhere is, man. It's the midterms.
Okay, so it's that time. Yeah, dude, because I'm getting fucking sick of these political commercials.
Oh, and they're worse than they've ever been.
Yeah.
Jim Johnson.
I don't want to vote for any of these guys, dude.
Jim Johnson doesn't want me to have health care. It's like, no. I have a commercial now. It's like, Jim Johnson wants to rape your daughter. Jim Johnson wants to rape your daughter while you watch. Jim Johnson wants to rape your daughter while you watch with a plunger that's dipped in formaldehyde and lit on fire. Jim Johnson is an evil person who is despicable. He wants to take away your.
Want to trust in your government?
Yeah, it's like this. It's just fucking awful, dude.
Yeah. Oh God.
Carrie Johnson voted against immigration. Carrie Johnson voted against your health care. No, she voted against a bill that she disagreed with because she thought it would be a bad idea for your health care. But she voted against. It's fucking just awful. It's terrible. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't want to vote for any of these fuckbags, dude.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Oh well, here's something interesting. Several things on this voting shit. So my new assistant is very big on the voting thing, and I told her I don't vote, and she was like, "Oh, shame on you!" And men and women died for you to have the right to vote, and I said, "Oh, really? So men and women died for me to have a fair and speedy trial. Should I go ahead and commit a crime?"
Yeah, men and women died for you to have the right not to vote as well as to vote. They gave you the right to choose whether you want to or not. Because in a lot of countries, guess what you can't do? You can't choose. You have to vote. And that's not a choice. That's not a freedom.
Right.
So
exactly.
You have the right not to vote. You have every right. And so those men and women fought for your right not to vote, just as much as they fought for your right to vote.
To vote. Well, then she pulled the whole, if you don't vote, then you got no right to complain and all this other shit. And I'm like, actually, it's the other way around. You fuckers voted for the shit. And now you're upset. So you shouldn't be bitching, you know? So, but here's the funny thing that she said at one point. Because I was saying, because later in the conversation, somehow we got talking about these commercials that all these politicians do is slam each other. And all they do is talk shit. You don't know who to vote for. And she's like, yeah, it's ridiculous. I think it's stupid. And I'm like, wait. You go out and vote for these people. And then her next comment was classic. She says, "Look, I want to believe the lie." And I'm like,
you're like,
whoa.
oh, that's not the right thing to say. I'm sorry. That's just, how do you even
justify thinking that way, right?
Yes. How do you even have
like, what the fuck?
I want to believe the lie. That is like a self-aggrandizing. I just want to believe. It's like you're not even fooling yourself. You're just being romantic. You're being fucking nonsensical.
That'd be like me saying, well, dude, even though my cleaning lady left mold in the tub and all this shit like that and didn't tell me about it, I want her to help her out,
Yeah, I want to believe. I just don't want to. She's a good person. Well, she might be good, but either she's a good person and stupid, or she's not a good person and she's bullshitting you.
Right, exactly.
But so this is the same kind of because she basically didn't have a response, so she wanted So wait a second, you don't take this that seriously. You want to be lied to, so you're living a fantasy, and that's why you want me to live that fantasy with you to reinforce your fantasy.
I want to believe the lie, and you should too.
And that's the thing. And who's the thing? There's a candidate that she goes for and goes against. So does she believe the comments that are against the person she doesn't want to vote for, and then choose to not believe the comments of the person she does that are directed toward the person she does vote for?
Right, it was very backwards.
That's why it's all bullshit. Shit. That's why these ads are all Joe Johnson's. And they're both. This is not a Democrat or Republican thing. This is just a stupid, fucking awful
way
system.
Of thinking thing. Yes,
Jim Johnson doesn't care about your children. What? No, what? Really? Is that really what Jim Johnson? Jim Johnson's sitting in his office going, "I want to fucking kill your kids, so I'm gonna get elected.
And you're gonna vote for me too, aren't you?
You're gonna vote for me so I can go in and kill your kids. That's what I'm gonna do. Vote for me so I can take your health care. I'm gonna lie and tell you because I hate people because I'm Republican.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. Well, but they both do it on either side.
Oh yeah, because I'm Democrat. I'm a liberal and No, you're a stupid liberal, you dumbass liberal. We're so divided. It's just off, man. We're headed toward a civil war, man.
I believe it, dude. I fucking believe it.
These people are losing their shit, man, over all this different stuff going on, man. This like these people are race baiting and all this crazy shit, man. So just hold on again, like I said, hold on for dear life because the walls be burning now.
And here's another thing these fuckers do, dude. These campaign pushing hungry ass insects. Have you gotten a text message from a politician?
No.
I did. The other day I got this text message. Hi, it's Michael so-and-so, and just wanted to remind you that early voting starts this weekend. Are you planning on getting out and voting? And I'm like, really? You're going to send me a text? You know what, dude? Just for that, I should go and register to vote just so I can vote against you. So I can vote for your opponent.
You should vote no choice. You should go vote. You should go, hey, register to vote. And you're, really? Who'd you vote for? I'd pick no choice on all of them.
On everything, yeah.
Well, you told me to vote. Well, why didn't you vote?
Said all I had to do was go vote.
Why didn't you? Because I didn't make my choice. I chose neither of these fuck faces. But that's not a choice. Well, then, yes, it is. I chose to vote for nothing.
Or I love this one. If you choose not to vote, that's just as bad as a vote for the other guy. Who's the other guy? Like who? The good guy versus the bad guy?
Yeah, the good guy. Yeah, the evil guy versus a super dude, man. Because super dude Republican and evil guy Democrat, or super dude Democrat, evil guy Republican.
Just because you didn't vote for so and so, that means you still voted for the bad guy.
Yeah.
Good job, Pally.
You people like you got Trump elected. Actually, no, people went out and voted for Trump because they were tired of the bullshit, and that's what got him elected.
Actually, and that's what. Okay, now Trump, he's proven himself to me, so that's why I'm going to go vote for him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To me. And there were other things, obviously, but
you've been pushed
I like what he's been doing, honestly.
Oh, how dare you? You're a racist. You can't like what he said nasty tweets and.
I know he said terrible things, but you know what? I'm an evil white male, conservative capitalist.
And so why not just fall in line, right? If that's what they want you to be, then maybe you should just be that. And that's what people.
I'm just going to be that. If you want to label me that, then I will be that.
But he said nasty tweets to people, and he called like a third world country a shithole.
Wow. Well, you know what? It is a shithole.
But that's awful. You can't do that. It's not a shithole. It has a culture and needs respect. Well, then why are people leaving? Because it's a shithole.
Because they don't appreciate their culture. That's what it is.
It's a shithole. That's why people want to get desperately. If people want to desperately stay in a place, they don't stay because it's a shithole. But
right? Yeah, you don't go. Oh man, I can't wait to get out of this shithole.
So anyway, yeah. So that's funny, man. It's almost over, man. You got another week. And then a week from today, actually, is the whole midterm things. And
it's okay, cool. So next Tuesday is the day where all this shit ends,
yeah,
right?
And then all the bullshit begins after, because if the Democrats win, it's going to be we're better, and you'll hear it on Facebook for a week. And then if the Republicans win, it's going to be these racist Americans hate everyone but white people, even though, yeah,
Jesus,
it's gonna be it's awful, dude.
That's why I stay away from it, man.
Me too, man. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just staying away. And that's the thing. TV, not having TV has been a godsend. Because I used to listen and watch the news all the time. And I realized, man, now it was making me a little bonkers, man. So
yeah.
I just kind of, if I see something now, if I don't like what I'm hearing, I just click the stop button on YouTube and close the window. And I'm like, all right, now I'm just going to do something else. Because I'm just too tired of seeing all this shit. It's getting scary, man. Remember how I was talking about the foundation, the cracks, you can see shit falling off the walls? See, now there's like fire on the wall. Like there's smoke coming out of the fucking walls. It's like, wow, this is really, it's burning around us now.
Well, actually, there's more, the cracks are more profound.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like,
there's
feel
smoke,
wind blowing in?
There's smoke, because it's on fire at the same time now.
Oh, yeah, so there's a fire
so it's
burning.
not just falling apart because of infrastructure. It's just because we're burning it down ourselves, so...
Speaking of, one more thing, real quick, dude. This kind of goes in with the politicians and that where they rape you with shit. Dude, there's a new thing now. Real estate agents are calling you on your phone and texting you, wondering if you're interested in selling your property. Mm-hmm. That's like this new shit, dude. I got something yesterday where a guy called me and left me a voicemail and, hi, my name is whatever the fuck his name was, Ethan or Alex or something, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to sell your property for a cash value and blah 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 blah. And like, and they know my name, dude. It's not like they're even like, hi, I'm calling for Maxwell Silver, and dude, they're actually asking me if I want to sell my property and they give the address and all this other shit. I'm like, how the fuck do you guys get all this info?
No, it's all over. It's everywhere, man. They can find anywhere. And your mailing address and stuff isn't private.
Well, no, the mailing address, but goddamn, the guy's got my phone number and all this shit.
It's not private either, dude.
Fuck, man.
Name, phone number, and email email. All that's easy to get, man. It's you don't have anything hidden, man. Don't even lie to yourself about that. I mean,
well, no, but I'm just thinking, goddamn, dude, what an invasion of privacy.
Yeah, well, that's the world we live in. Privacy is becoming a thing of the past, man. You can't say anything or do anything unless, of course, you fit the mold of everyone else.
Oh yeah, well, that ain't happening anytime soon. So, anyway. Fucking A, man.
Yeah.
Well, on that note,
on that positive note, even though we had a positive show because they're both in good moods and life is going all right.
Hope we fed you guys goodly.
We got a decent feeding going on.
Yeah, for those who hadn't heard from us for a minute, wondered what happened to us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the 30th of October of 2018, and this has been the Nothing Sacred Show, and I am Cruise Control.
And I am Maxwell Silverhammer. And that's the story there, bitches!
Ookie Bonduki. Oh man, hey, it's getting kind of
Devil's
crazy,
Night.
Devil's Night.
The night of the White Devil.